Did you know it's only been 2 months since its launch, and I think it's safe to say that NBA 2K24 is dead, and you killed it!
Accusations!
These are not accusations. This is
False accusations.
Now, when I say you, I don't mean you specifically, but more so the community as a whole. I've never seen such a divided community hell-bent on destroying what they claim to love the most, especially considering the fact that many 2K players refuse to try another game. You would think a group of gamers with such a limited court vision would be more careful with their words and their influence. See what I did there? Limited court vision? Basketball gamer who refuses to try other games? Okay, I swear to God, I'm done. In the last couple weeks, my YouTube recommendations have been bombarded with suggestions of videos on NBA 2K24. I'm not exactly sure why, seeing as I don't watch 2K content creators, but what I do know is that a large majority of these recommended videos involve people bitching, crying, and moaning about the current state of NBA 2K24. I see topics touching on a wide array of things involving 2K24. Things such as the shooting being broken, badges not working, and constant patches changing the core gameplay loop so much that nobody feels confident when they play this game. I even saw a TikTok recently from 2K Labs where they claimed the most recent patch nerfed the boost you get on your shot when you turn off your shot meter. They claimed their test revealed that the no shot meter boost dropped from 20% to 3%, which sent the community into a frenzy, asking what is even the purpose of turning off my meter anymore. Things have gotten so bad that gameplay director Mike Wang had to hop on Twitter and say, "Shut the fuck up. I knew things were getting bad when a couple weeks ago I was streaming 2K with the boys and Mike Wang was talking in my chat asking me for feedback. I am a casual, for those of you unfamiliar with my content, who only plays the game on occasion for the sake of protecting my mental health. So when I seen Mike Wang asking me for help, I knew the developers had lost hope. I was lost to even why he was watching little old me. I did not even think it was the real Mike Wang. So I was trolling this person half the time until he followed me on Twitter and I was like, oh shit, that was really Mike Wang. Often we discuss the COD cycle, but I think we've reached a boiling point to where the 2K cycle is just as, if not more toxic than the Call of Duty cycle. See, this is how things play out every year. During the summer, news begins to trickle out on the new mechanics, fans get excited, creators produce millions of videos on the most minuscule of details that are released because that's the only time their channel can grow. The game drops, everyone loves it, but within 3 to 6 months, the community hates it, and by month 9, the game's dead, and then people are shouting the last 2K is better, even though they claimed last year they hated that game too. But something is different this year. We're only in month 2, and I've seen tweets from people proclaiming this game is dead. Tweets that state, we're in month 2, but it feels like we're in month 9. At the time that I am scripting this video, there are currently only 4,000 people watching this game on Twitch, so it seems that the overall interest in NBA 2K24 has dropped below sea level. But how did we get here? How did such a popular game become a battleground for heated debates amongst the unemployed? I have a few theories as to how things became the way they are. The first of which is that the developer team has no backbone, which, might I add, this is something that's, I don't want to say it's exclusive to 2K developers, but they're one of the developer teams that I really think of when it comes to multiplayer games, because you don't see this with a lot of games, this lack of backbone. Every year, the developers of this game fall to the crybabies who refuse to get good instead of just saying, hey, this is our art, this is what we made, and y'all gonna have to respect it. The first 2 weeks of NBA 2K24 were fun to me. Everyone was figuring out their build, their jump shots, enjoying the new parks and affiliations. But problems began to surface when all these content creators and the minions that follow them began crying online about how their shots weren't falling all the time. You people asked for a skills gap, so Mike made the shooting harder in this game by making the game's shooting percentages match something akin to NBA basketball. The best shooters in the NBA are hitting it at like 40-something%, so naturally most people are going to hit between 25 and 30-something% in this game because most people are average. Y'all asked for this, and then you cry when you got it. It makes me wonder, what are people's intentions? When I critique something, it's for the betterment of the community, and that applies to all games that I review. But I'm starting to believe most of these 2K guys aren't thinking about the community as a whole. They want the game to be a certain way so it benefits them, so that they look good. And that's whether someone's a content creator or just an everyday player. Mind you, this is coming from someone who isn't the best shooter. I guess my shot being streaky never bothered me too much because I have other skills skills to offer the team. I'm not afraid to pass the ball and help set up the person with the hot hand, because at the end of the day, my goal is just to win. So here's some food for thought. If folks would have let the game breathe, got their badges and their stats up, you might have developed a rhythm through repetition. Instead, the game gets patched every other week, so now you're just constantly struggling. Here's a second thought. Another reason many of you are struggling to have fun is because you're chasing an old high. A lot of y'all are junkies who need another outlet besides this basketball game. The thing about doing hard drugs that you have to understand is that you will never get the same high as your first hit of dope. So what happens is one crack rock turns to two, two turns to three, and eventually your body gets so used to the product, you don't even feel the high anymore. You're just doing the drugs so you can function without withdrawals. For a lot of you watching this video, your first hit of dope was either NBA 2K15, 16, or 17. And you know how I know? Because anytime y'all talk about the good old days of 2K, those games are mentioned. Unless you're an old head, then you're talking about the crew in NBA 2K11.
Well, let's be nice.
Yeah.
Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
The reality is that some of y'all are chasing a ghost you will never catch. It's okay to take a break from 2K. You will never be 15 again trying out NBA 2K for the first time. So I don't know why y'all expect that feeling every time you play this game, especially considering the fact that it's an annual release. The longer you search for that feeling of your first high, the more you will begin to get strung out and then have crybaby manic episodes on Twitter about a basketball video game. Now listen, that was hard to hear. I know, reality check. But I am a solutions guy, okay? So I'm not gonna leave y'all without any solutions. So hear me out. Dear NBA 2K community, 2023 is hands down one of the greatest years in gaming. You do not have to waste your time playing NBA 2K24. I have compiled a list of games the general public loved this year or it reviewed very well from journalists. Pick one, play it, shut the fuck up. By the way, this list is long.
Pause.
That speaks volumes to how great this year was for gaming. Anyone who says gaming is stale is a fucking fraud, because 2023 was amazing. Y'all ain't played no games. This list should also show you how crazy you are for sticking with 2K in the year of 2023 when you have so many different options. Those options include Spider-Man 2, Diablo 4, Dead Space Remake, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Baldur's Gate 3, Street Fighter 6, Starfield, Hi-Fi Rush, Hogwarts Legacy, Octopath Traveler 2, Wulong Fallen Dynasty, Remnant 2, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, Disney Speedstorm, Horizon Forbidden West, Burning Shores, Honkai Star Rail, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Sea of Stars, BattleBit Remastered, Crash Team Rumble, Final Fantasy 16, Exoprimal, Pikmin 4, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart on PC, 30XX, Atlas Fallen, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Immortals of Avium, Armored Core 6, Lies of P, Mortal Kombat 1, Counter-Strike 2, Sonic Superstars, Sonic Frontiers, The Final Horizon, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Lords of the Fallen, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Dave the Diver, Alan Wake 2, Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl 2, Super Mario RPG Remake. And at the time of this recording, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora will be out in a month in December of 2023. That will probably get at least decent reviews. I don't know. I'm not playing that shit. Listen, if you don't have anything to play after I just listed over 40 reviewed games in 2023, it might be time to retire from gaming. I think you just don't like games, and that's okay. Find a new hobby. But just in case you still are into games and you are looking for recommendations, I have two on the screen for you. Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl 2 is a dope platform brawler similar to Super Smash Bros., but they managed to find some cool ways to tweak the formula, plus it stars Nickelodeon characters. Just click the card to the left to watch that video. Now, if that's not your cup of tea, click the card to the right. That will take you to a song I produced, which should be the anthem of the NBA 2K community. It is a parody song of the Arthur theme song where I make fun of 2K that I promise will make you laugh. Just click the card on the right. You'd give someone head for a copy of 2K? That's what's up, bro.